Hello, welcome to another episode of AI Ranch where we talk all things AI. Today with me is Reinis Rozenšteins, who is an entrepreneur with extensive development experience in commercial and government sectors. He recently founded a new venture, REDZI Digital, a company that provides the comprehensive software solutions for larger enterprises like Grindex, which is one of the biggest pharma companies around Baltics, also the Indexo Web and others. In addition to this, he is also advocate of IT industry in Baltics. He champions the professional excellence, addressing the issues with contractors and freelancers versus the professional companies with high quality work, with standards, with long-term support. And he raises the standards and quality of the software development in the region. Welcome, Reinis.
Thank you.
You've been working on web projects for a long time. Why web? Why not like embedded software, computer games, or even AI?
The first thing in university when I start developing something, and there was like a first thing I saw HTML and CSS, and I created the first page, and then I saw it's this magic happening when you're making together tags and styles and so on, and that was what I see. That will be my stuff.
Oh, so you fell in love by when you first saw the web and how it's visually connected with the code?
Yes, that was like a first thing that I saw it, and immediately I know it. It will be my stuff, and then I starting to think I need next part, how to make it dynamically and so on. Then it's started to come PHP, and I still remember the first time when I want to making something in PHP. It took almost 8 hours to figure out how to set up on my PC the Apache, and it was crazy. But I did it, and for still now that is my like a main programming language where I still feeling professional whenever
So
working with.
you're super focused. You're a high quality craftsman on web, you would say, right?
Yes, that's definitely what I can define the my professional experience where I the mainly focusing.
You're talking about web development, and AI is all around us right now. So how web development is affected by AI nowadays?
It's helping me to be more productive. I can easily create a code quite faster than previously. For example, I need yesterday I needed to create some special code with one part and just copy from other place and tell please make exactly like this part. And he's immediately creating this code. I don't need make a monkey stuff. Just writing the code what I needed to be written.
Okay. So which tools you like?
For now, I'm testing tools. At the moment, I'm using the Copilot and ChatGPT. Where I use this part, this AI tools is for the JavaScript, because I totally hate it. I think for the JavaScript developers, it's special place in hell. Definitely, I need it, but for that part I never like it, and that's the main thing. If I need something, I just gave him AI. They writing the code and test it. It's working. For me, it's enough.
So you automate your JavaScript development. That's interesting. So did you had any funny experiences where it generates something you did not expect?
The mostly what I didn't expect, this code will not work. That's mostly what I get it. But that's also one of the parts. Okay, AI can generate the code, but anyway, you must understand what exactly he's doing and how to fix it. Because what I also find out most of the times, what is ChatGPT is doing, he optimizes your code and takes something off what he thinks is not needed. But mostly I needed that things, and then I need to put it back.
Yeah. The the language models work like that. They kind of are very good at combining things when you give the things or removing things.
Yes,
It's not actually great for generating new stuff out of the blue. It is getting there
yes.
slowly, but not yet. So, but what about the so non-developers so and no-code tools? Have you ever tried any of that?
I tried, but from my experience, I will tell my clients is asking the quality, and the quality in the web it means it must be in the right way for the CEO, the mainly, and for now it's coming out this accessibility. And for that part of okay, they are creating these tools, how to build, for example, this webflow and so on, so many, and also
You
this.
don't like Webflow?
No,
You don't like Webflow. It was just recently in San Francisco. They had Webflow advertisement in bus stops, so everybody
yeah,
is using Webflow. Why don't you like it?
I tried once, but anyway, for clients we are creating unique designs, and for that parts, and we find out how to make. Also, it's possible in creating WordPress with some other tools together, and it's we can create exactly similar things what provides Webflow. But I can control how the code will look like, the code quality for the CEO. I can add labels where I need it, where I don't need it. I can switch, and for that part, this Webflow, okay, it's not bad, but for me, it's more like a control. I can create exactly what my client is asking to
Do you
me.
believe this will be the same, let's say, in 3 years, or you already making some preparations that a lot of this level of quality could be done using such a tools?
Uh, I think there is a place for this kind of tools for the Webflow, and for example also the Shopify. There is a place for these tools, but for the clients who need something more, then is anyway there will be a developer who will create exactly what they
So
need.
you say the companies like Grindex, like Big Pharma, would not develop their products, their web products on no-code tools, right?
I'm not saying that, but they what I provide my clients, I'm already told everything, and they are paying about that. We will create how it must be done in correct way, the
Well,
correct
plus
code
I
for
think
this.
there is also one aspect to, like I was telling in the beginning, this quality, long-term support, professionalism. I think these companies want actually somebody to held accountable to, like if something goes wrong, there's somebody to blame, and there's somebody to ask for help. If you do it yourself using no-code tools, the best chance you can write AI support, and hopefully somebody will respond, right?
Definitely. That is also is one of the point when when I create this company, REDZI Digital, we also provide this support what these big companies wanted, and that is like a how I also told like everyone who is asking me what exactly REDZI Digital is like a the main services, like mainly everyone thinks we are like a developing company. The mostly not. We are supporting company. We are helping companies to support their development servers, also the projects, helping to making the processes and so on things. That's the main thing what the REDZI Digital actually is doing, and that's what you also ask. If you are making, for example, in no code, anyways, these platforms, if you need something to change, mostly you can't because there is like some kind of limitations, and then often there will be chatbot where you ask to help me, and then the
Chatbot
chatbot
will
will
be very
try and sending
friendly.
your this readme information to find there something and try this out and maybe just call. assistants.
Nowadays chatbots are very friendly. They will ask, like, "We understand your problem. It's everything will be fine, and then nothing will happen."
Yeah, but for this kind of companies, they just send us an email. We need to fix, or there is this like new stuff we need to implement, and they will know.
Yeah,
we will figure out, make a concept how it must be done and how it easy or hard, and so everything.
It's like fast food, right?
Yes.
And then
go
like
to restaurant.
Yeah, like slow Italian food, right? So you're the Italian food, and then there is the fast food web flow. But still, a lot of people like fast food, right?
Yes, of course.
So
that's what I can tell. For each sector, there is a place what you can take it. It's if someone want to cheap and fast, go to fast food. If you want like a quality and enjoy the food, okay, maybe someone enjoys a burger, but anyway, then you go to restaurant.
Yeah, I agree. So the from your perspective, you mentioned already a little bit so the other aspects which people sometimes even don't think about, like search engine optimization, SEO, like other aspects that is invisible to the web front end, right? How they are being affected by AI. For example, there's these new search engines like Perplexity and others, so they don't work anymore on the same principles. Have you studied a little bit of that? What is in front of us with the SEO nowadays?
Of course, the main thing for the SEO part is there is two parts. One is the technical part, and another part is content. My field is this technical part. We are creating the main standard. What is asking, for example, is Google, what they wanted, how they make these crawlers, how they reach the information, so on things, and that's my stuff. The mainly AI also can help, but the mostly there is just a standard. You must follow the rules, and then everything will be okay. For the content, okay, for now everyone know how to go to ChatGPT and write me an article for that and that. There is a keywords I needed, making this kind, but I
already heard something about this significant.
Yes.
There is one large like partner of our company. So they have this huge web store, and they saw that SEO being affected by generating the contents using these generative models instead of people writing stuff. So I think, don't you think that these search engines already start implementing something to try to, of course it's very difficult to detect, but try to kind of distinguish which content is more higher quality? What do you think?
At the moment, what I want to mention, that's the problem. When you read it, for now, still we can feel that is AI generated content, because it's more like making these keywords and so on. You read it, it's not feeling natural. Still, I think there is improvement can be in this field, but still, when you read it, AI generated content, you can feel it.
I would argue like a little bit against it, because this, like, if you do it in a dummy way, you go open ChatGPT, you write, please write me a description of that and that.
But that's 80% of people is doing. Yeah, that's the problem. That's where you can see it.
But even if you do it high quality way, if you put in like proper RAG system where it pulls in data and everything in the generated content is meaningful, it is actually, I think my hypothesis is that it is making text too good. Basically, it is not like it looks very believable, like it's generated by professional, like it's written by professional, but at the same time it's lacking human mistakes. Basically, as soon as there is no mistakes, it's so good, it's kind of easy to detect, I think, maybe on that end.
Of course, actually, then we can start to discuss what Google for this is looking for, and what they how their algorithm is changing. Actually, no one knows exactly.
No one knows. Okay.
They are changing this algorithm like time by time. For now, then you can see again in the search console, you can see the keywords traffic is dropping down. Okay, everyone knows something's happened. They are changing the algorithm, and it's happening even often for now. Previously, it was like twice a year they are changing something, but for now it seems like every 3 months they are changing
This is
something.
the thing. So you're telling it might be that because of the AI capabilities now they need to work much harder.
Yes, they are. How I read it, they are trying to detect who is creating this AI content. They are ranking down these websites because it seems just AI, and they wanted more natural content. That's the thing how they are doing. I don't know at the moment, but that's what they trying to improve in these algorithms.
I want to also touch a little bit of some of these experiences that you had with other sectors, with government sectors. So can you briefly tell about your journey? Like you came from the web development, as you said, you fell in love in that, and now you're actually founder, and then you were in the government sectors. Just briefly, what's your story?
The government sector was for me also like a one stop was my adventure. I wanted to go there also, and how it's to see how it's how it's things happen there. Everyone is heard. Okay, everyone is in the government. They are lazy and no one working, and
Are they lazy?
But I can tell not in my department
Whoa.
where I work. I don't know how it's in others.
Because of you?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's because of me, but everyone who is working there is like a fully. I don't know how to tell exactly the people with big passion and maybe they are trying to get more karma points for life. I don't know because how everyone knows the salary is not so big in this government field, but they are so passionate in their work and the best a team where I work.
So you say that your government teams were better than the commercial teams?
For the passion part, yes.
Wow.
Because they are working and they know their stuff, and they also quite understand that is for now. I can tell honest. I never worked with a project where who is making so big impact in the peoples. In the welfare ministry, there is this part is it's almost impact everyone in Latvia. We can define how we are at the moment 1.8 million. That's impact everyone. What I've done there, and this small IT department is impacting everyone, and that was the feeling is a little bit different. Sometimes the money is not like the high thing what you needed in your life. That in that place you can feel you are changing, really changing the world.
Great. Yeah. So like passion effect on people. But what about the efficiency and productivity? Do you see differences between government sector and commercial?
Yes, that is for me biggest challenges because in this government system it's not so easy to change things. There is a big bureaucracy, and it's not. Sometimes there is already made agreements and you need to follow them, and you can change because there is a deadlines, and you already calculate if you wanted to change something it will cost you our time, for example, plus 1 year, but you already left just 6 months. You need to finish this project, and that is the hard part. I will be honest. They'll tell it's also you need to figure out how you can get the most most product done in an effective way. What you have in which cards you have in the hands, then you must deal with them. It's also a kind of big challenge.
But it's good. I would be happy if more mid managers would take responsibility in their own hands to shuffle the cards, make sure that they are in the right place. Because I think would you agree that sometimes in these positions as you were, people just get dealt some cards, like some situation, and they stick with it and not try to change things?
Yes, that's can be a issue in the government side, because mostly, how you mentioned previously, the money is also is one of the part, and then not like so many like young guys like me who is going there and try to do their best, because mostly you find out the bureaucracy is so big, and in, for example, in 1-2 years you can change just small of the part, just small, because there is like rules and law also. You can go against law sometimes in the private sector. Okay, you can see, we know we are going something not in the right direction, but we will fix that after, for example, after 1 year, we will fix that. But we will work in like in this way. But in government, you can't. There is, everyone also is looking for you, and
But
it's,
also
yeah.
I think like it helped what you said, that if you go into these positions with the attitude that you want to help and not just make money because there's not much money, then you maybe are also not that afraid that somebody might, fire you if you mess up something, because in the sense, you're doing the right thing, basically. Not.
It's interesting part what you already mentioned. The first time when I was there, they also make this law. The project manager is responsible for this decision, for all these
Yeah.
decisions what he is making. And then you know how many people starting to think, I really want to do this kind
Yeah,
of
but it's
job.
because they're dependent on this, but you can just switch and start doing another thing, right?
Not quite. I also can the impact for that part for me all like a criminal aspect. It can be to me if I do something wrong, I'm on the table immediately because I made this kind of decisions.
That's
It's correct
challenging.
way how to do, because we know there's sometimes can be some kind of issue in the government side in corruption, so on things. It must be in this way. I will tell but sometimes these all kind of decisions it's already made before me, for example, I can't change them. And if someone's come and ask me why, who made this agreement and who made this kind of stuff, it's, it's politics also there is a place for that.
Whew, yeah, bureaucracy is hard. Bureaucracy
Yeah.
is hard. But okay, let's go back to your commercial endeavor. So, how do you motivate your team to doing good work?
Oh, that's a good question. The motivate. Uh, Maybe I will start with the first thing. When I create a company, the first company, I remember what idea for me was what I set up. Also, one of like goals is I will create a company where I wanted to work. Previously, there was like some kind of experience with like maybe bad management and so on thing, but that was like a main goal. I wanted to create company where I wanted to work, and that was like we must be friendly, we must be like a communication everywhere. It's not be like departments sit each other, don't know what's happening and so on things. But yeah, that's like a thing what I create like this culture, and I try to do my best, like help everyone to like also grow in their like a field. If there is a front end developer, I help them. Uh, what I can help you, for example, or you need like some courses, so on things. Also for the back end developer, I try to get him my time to how to help improve in the working like a stuff, or also in life sometimes.
Yeah, so being friendly, helping them to develop.
One thing what I
Yeah.
can mention, for me, how I see, I'm not trying to like motivate with money.
Mm.
I try to motivate with the knowledge what the employee can get when he's working with me, and also with my company.
Why do you think money motivation doesn't work?
With short term, definitely money is in short term like a solution. Definitely, I know for that part, because I also get some kind of motivation, but that's work just for the short term. If the in the company cultures is like not in the right way, how I can tell. Anyways, this there will be a time when the money will be definitely not in the first list what you will looking for the next job. The money can go to like a maybe a third place and so on. Things there will be another things. What is important.
Okay, you've been also advocating about the professional companies versus freelancers. Why choose these? The freelancers could also be, you could hire somebody for years to help you out. Why not do that?
Yes, for me, this kind of questions, I get also big discussions with freelance communities, and how I see freelance. He's making the project, he's done, and that's it. For his responsibility is ended. My company idea is it's not ended. It's just starting. Creating the project is just start, and then it's this supporting part. And in this supporting part will come out every technical this issue. If you made some kind of problem, it will come out. And freelance is already gone, and he will tell, oh, it's not my task, and so on.
Have you taken over some freelance projects where you had to clean up the mess?
Yes. I already taking freelance. It's not like we don't have also so many resources. Sometimes I needed to take it, but the mostly of that is like how I see the freelance for me. It's like if the freelance is making this project in 80%, it's perfect. If 90, wow, crazy one. This is a good one. I need to take it, hold it. This freelance, but mostly he will the freelance when I order it, then it the delivery me 80% like a quality, and then this latest part I will test it, check it, make it how my quality, and then I can get delivered to client.
Okay. So from the other side, are you working with any clients, or you somehow try to find some specific parameters of the client before you start working with the client?
For the clients, yes. At the beginning, every place there is like this brief. Then you start starting to figure out which kind of client this is. I'm not fit for every client. If the
Those
client
who like Italian food.
yeah, it's the same way. In this like a brief, you can figure out if this also the client fit for me.
What are you asking them to figure out?
The basic questions. The basic questions
What are
about
basic questions?
the basic questions is what you wanted, exactly what you wanted. Then they if they are just wanted telling me, okay, we wanted a website, for example, we needed or e-commerce.
How you distinguish hamburger eaters?
In the brief, I always told the limits, how it can cost, how usually this kind of project it costs. That will separate immediately. Who will who will tell, okay, we can continue speak about the technical part and so on things. Someone's is starting to making big eyes, and that's understandable. It's they are not like expecting so much, but also sometimes the first time they are seeing, okay, it's quite expensive sometimes, and but then then they are telling, we are not expecting that, but we will continue, and then we will find out why we are maybe sometimes so expensive for
Did you
for
had
them.
any good situations where somebody is surprised at their price, then you'd explain, and then you have long-term collaboration?
Yes, that's that is the reason for the brief. What I see, for every new client, you need this brief. You need to, so first of all, you need to ask them questions, everything what you can figure out from them, and also the one of the questions is, for example, how big is your budget for this project, and then they are sometimes. They are starting to struggle. They don't want to tell. Maybe which can, but okay. I also told them I can figure out your project in like a just simple making, for example, maybe your perfect goal is to create this project in the Webflow. It will be not so expensive. Mostly everything there is already non-code you can generate like your website, or okay, you have a budget for the 10K, and okay, that means this interesting project for us. We can also offering for some kind of animations, special design, or some what else we can create it in there.
Yeah. So you can get the same thing done. It just depends on the cost.
Yeah.
Like you can drive with Kia, you can
Yeah,
drive with
but you can
Mercedes.
get from the point A to
Yeah.
point B, but with what you are driving, or you are driving with Kia, or you drive with Mercedes.
Is there any untold dark side of the industry that people don't know about?
Yes, there is. If you open a Google, for example, if you need a website and you don't know any like guidance which kind of company you need it, and so on, any reviews you don't have it, you open the Google, write down website development, then you will see there is hundreds of the websites who will get. If you're starting to check the first 10, you will see in the first 10, definitely there will be like two companies who is made just yesterday. And if you check the owners, you can see he already create like 10 companies, created, bankrupt, created again, bankrupt, and they are just changing the names and not paying the taxes and so on things. There is a lot of that kind of companies.
So it's not paying taxes, but are they literally also as scammers? Like are they?
They're not scammers.
Okay.
They are just offering this services so cheap. They can handle in the market. They can, I don't know, maybe they can pay
Business
taxes.
model of closing companies.
Yes, that seems something like that. That I can tell it's one of the darkest sides of this, like of these fields. That's also is something. Is the company is calling me? Oh, there someone offered me to create a website in the 1K. Why are you are so expensive for the, because there is. Then I told them, go them, and then you will see what's the difference of the company, and we can speak about this project after 2 years, if this company will still be available or not. That can be one of the darkest side, I'd say.
Have you experienced on the other side the dark side? Like, for example, have your long-term clients which you rely on have not paid you, or just left you? You did the job and then they just went away.
You find this place what you asked me, because yes, I have it. There's such kind of clients also. With like previously we work in long term like support for them, and slowly they're starting to slow down the payments. That's like a beauty in the business. You never know what's can happen and so on. It's I don't like to deal with this.
Yeah.
I really don't enjoy it. That's I also don't like to write, for example, the papers. I don't like it, enjoy it. For that part, I take an employee who is doing that kind of stuff, and I manage it. And for me, that's like a main thing.
Yeah, I've heard the similar stories in, especially here in Baltics, in the construction industry, where there are literally some evil developers who are looking for construction companies with a particular turnaround, right?
Yeah.
Like let's say 5 million, 10 million turnaround, and then they order project, let's say 1, 2 million. And then they calculate if they don't pay them like fully, they will go bankrupt and they will not need to pay anymore. So imagine how evil is that. And have you seen something like that also in IT industry or not yet?
I'm not quite similar with this kind of situations. I'm heard something about that, but I never experienced.
No, that's you lucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, so be careful of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nasty people around. So, but you mentioned that you have the person who's dealing with papers. You have different processes in the company. Do you see that AI could take over these processes, or in future they could take over? Like, have you tried already something?
Uh, at the moment, the first thing what we already done is making like a automation. It's not quite a AI part, but anyway, it's starting to like
What kind of automations?
for example, the support email is coming. He's all ready to check out who is sending like in different project management system, which who is responsible about that part and how fast we need to react for this task and so on things. It's like this kind of optimization. So what we are already doing.
Okay, let's do for towards the end some fun shorter questions. So you look quite fit. Your preference 5 kilometer run or sauna for stress relief?
For me, definitely it will be sauna.
Not 5 kilometers.
Not 5 kilometers. For the run, I
In
really
a nice
enjoy.
place in
I
forest.
really enjoy to play football, but I don't like a run.
You don't like how you can play a football
That's the reason why
without running.
I play futsal.
Futsal.
Futsal, you can short like a distance. You run fast. I'm a sprinter, not like a marathon runner. That's the
Okay.
reason I really don't enjoy running.
Okay, okay. Would you rather code on PC or Mac for life?
I still remember when I my last HP computer in 2011. He finally died, and I bought my first Mac. For that time, definitely Mac.
Mac and Linux?
Still Mac.
Still Mac.
I tried Linux for servers. It's okay, but not for the developing part.
Okay. Favorite large language model? GPT, Grok, Cloud, DeepSeek.
I never tried DeepSeek. I
You
will
should.
tell.
It's for free.
I know, but I not tried. Not yet, and I don't know if I really wanted to try it because still there is this some kind of issue with the giant government. But anyway, but for now it will be ChatGPT.
Okay, ChatGPT. How do you manage the stress?
For the stress, I have like four things what I do in my life. The first thing that's the sport, that's the football. Then the second thing is paddle tennis. For now, very
Paddle
active.
tennis. Is it like a paddle where you with a...
Not quite, but the racket is very similar to like a paddle.
Okay.
It's very hard and so on. And in this field where you're playing by four people, and that's a quite interesting sport. What is new at the moment in Latvia. The third thing what I can tell is that's the fishing. I really start doing that like 5 years ago. I remember in the childhood when I was doing that. That was like my time, and I started like a hobby again because I needed to stress out. And the first thing is like spending time with my family.
Yeah, I agree. So, why are you not on social media?
I am, but
You
not
are?
not so active.
Are
Not
you hiding?
not. I'm also not hiding. I need to be there because by my work, I need to check out how it's look, how what's news and so on things. But if will not be needed for work, I definitely will be deleted from the like most of these social networks.
Yeah, but why?
I don't want to share my private information for everyone. For now, it's like you can get the information for everywhere, like and also we know some kind of examples. You go to, I don't know, in Egypt making the photos. You are happy in Egypt, then you come home and see your doors already opened and all your stuff is already sold in, and that you can see in SS.com and your stuff and so on. But it also can be from that part, but I don't want to like share like my private information, and also I don't want to share like any like information about my kids. That's also one of the things.
But I also think like it's more fun conversations when you meet somebody and someone has not already seen that you've been in Egypt, or and also the thieves don't see where you are, right? But okay, so let's do next. So what's your record of weekly working hours? How have you had some experiences on that front?
I know it's very high because there is a times when the deadline is coming and I'm work a lot.
So
And
normal is 40 hours, yeah?
it's a 40 hours, but I can definitely tell it's like a twice or triple of this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's
I know how to sleep like a 4 hours in the night and wake up and still it is dark outside and go to work and
yeah, I think
yeah.
like I like it. I think that there is the also something about the character when you need to get things done and you
Of
have
course,
the responsibility.
if that is so often, that there is a problem somewhere in the process. There is a problem. That's just like emergency times when you definitely need it. There is a deadline, there is a agreement, so one thing. But if that's starting to happen very often, that seems in your organization is a big problem somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, agree on
Yeah.
that. So, what's the most bizarre client or projects you ever had?
I had this one client. Um, I remember, yes, still right now. We starting with like a brief and project. There was some kind of small red flags, but okay, we will start the project. Okay, but I'm not doing that. I'm just managing. And then after the month, I get a call from this client. He told he starts the conversation like everything is okay, and then he starts is everything is bad. Everything is what we are doing. I'm like a company owner. I'm not checking what my worker is doing, starting to blaming us for everything, everything not happening, and how he wanted. And then I remember but I also know the processes. Everything is like making with their marketing team agreement. They are checking everything stuff and so on things. And then I start. I remember then I said, okay, we will stop this project immediately, and we will end it. I will. We will not ask you any money for this project. I already spent the month in your project, but I will not ask any money for this part, and we will immediately stop this project for you, and that's it. Still, the feeling is not so great. I'm not like noticing previously this kind can be an issue, but sometimes it's happened also.
Yeah, and the client didn't want to continue. Yeah?
The client was maybe not expecting this result. After 2 weeks, he already called me and asked me how we can manage this kind of stuff, this kind of. But then I told, we already discussed previously. We will stop with you, working with you, and we will not helping you anymore. That's it.
Yeah, he was expecting to
Yeah.
torture you a little bit.
I don't know what exactly he's expecting. I remember, but
There are
yeah,
strange people
yeah.
around. I know that. So, what are the most strange excuses you have ever heard about not doing work properly?
Mostly for employees who is working with me is they are very honest. They are. I was too late. I am asleep too good in the morning. I'm not doing some kind of task.
It's better to be honest.
Yeah, for it's not coming up anything like
Yeah.
something like I definitely will know there is not they are saying something
But it's
correctly.
true.
Yeah,
It's better just to be honest and
yeah,
not try to make some cover stories.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree on that. So, how are you keeping to develop yourself, like not physically but mentally?
I try to read. I'm trying to reading like books and like some kind of for also for the entrepreneur part and for the how to also run the
What are the
company so
latest
on.
books you like?
Pumpkin plan,
Pumpkin Plan? Yeah.
pumpkin plan.
What about what's about?
That is a how to find out the greatest pumpkin. If you are farmer, you are
You're a
growing.
farmer?
No, the main idea is this challenge in the USA. How we know they are who will
Oh,
grow the biggest one. And that's the main idea. You also must find out your biggest one client. The idea is the same. How they manage, how is it's growing. It's not will be you will put just one seed and it will grow the biggest one. It not will be in that way. You must like making the plan, making the ground and everything so on, and how to also sort out everything else. Who will be this big one? And that's also in the business. You must find out there will be multiple projects, but you will never know who will be this successful. Also, for example, if you are making your own product, you never know who will be this successful. You must create 10 or 100 projects, and then one will be shut out.
Excellent. I never thought about this way, but it's great. So growing pumpkins, I like it.
Pumpkin Plan is a great book. It's one of the bestsellers also.
Self-driving car or manual driving car?
Definitely for now it's manual. Anyway.
Right. It's not be that sure. You should try out some of these self-driving cars in San Francisco. They're very good.
I know, but still, I also work in like a IT section. I know how good they can improve all the sensors and so on stuff. But anyway, still for now, I like an old kind of guy who wanted to little bit controlling that.
Do you have some experience of fake it until you make it? Some story of that?
Yes, I have one story. There was like a client. There is deadlines is coming. I need to present the website, and for that part we just deliver. What he had is just a design, and I need to go to present. I have 30 minutes, and then I get a plan. I create just pictures, create very fast HTMLs and just picture, and where you press anyway, it's just changing the next picture. There was like 5 or 6 templates I created in this way. Of course, I go to client, just open the page, there is just show everywhere. I remove it's showing like every place this cursor pointer, like it's no one sees the clicker. Just very fast, showing everything is cool, and there is a header menu, everything so on. The click next part. Client does notice there was a loading time for the picture, but nothing else. Client noticed I just show very fast, so on. And then I found out, okay. And then I switched the monitor to go to the like a question part. Oh, I need one question about this news activities. You don't need any like a categories, so on. Oh, yes, we need the categories. Then I start. Okay, which kind of categories need? There is two or three categories of that part, and then I said, okay, then we can add this functionality in this project, and we will check out some kind of like a test made, and after like 3 days we can launch it. Client happy, I'm happy. Go to like in my teams, back in teams looking for me. How it's going? I say everything is good. We have 3 days to create this website, and we create it. And client didn't know.
So we can also learn from that. If you're a client, ask to yourself to access the website, click around. But you were lucky then, and I know you. This is not your normal practice.
No, that was like just one case. I need it, but yeah,
and you pull it through in 3 days. Not everyone can do this. Okay, it was great talking to you. Thank you for opening the doors on this high quality web stuff that people might not notice nowadays with the AI and no code tools. But if somebody needs this high quality development, where they can find you?
The most thing where you can find out is the website, REDZIdigital.com, where you can find out what we are exactly we are doing. And
we'll put the link in the notes, and thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining this episode of AI Ranch, and as a gratitude, and I'm looking at you, please subscribe now. Please do this now. So, and see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.